You are officially an astronaut.
Thank you so much.
How do you feel?
I feel super connected to love. So connected to love. I think this experience has shown me you never know how much love is inside of you, like how much love you have to give, and how loved you are until the day you launch.
Blue Origin's jubilant tweet hit X while the booster was still cooling. We just completed our 11th human spaceflight. The astronaut crew included Aisha, Amanda, Gayle, Katy, Kerianne, and Lauren. 48 hours later, U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy lobbed a heat-seeking reply. Brave and glam, yes, but they don't meet the FAA's astronaut criteria. And just like that, 6 women who floated for 11 minutes found themselves yanked back to Earth by a single question. Who gets to call themselves an astronaut? The answer unlocks a deeper story about privilege, progress, and the fine print of space. April 14th, 2025. West Texas dawn paints the desert coral. Blue Origin's new Shepherd Tall, white and unpiloted growls awake. Inside its gumdrop capsule sit Lauren Sanchez, journalist pilot fiancée to Jeff Bezos. Katy Perry, pop titan with an orbit of her own. Gayle King, America's morning show, confidant. Aisha Bo, engineer turned tech CEO. Amanda Nguyen, civil rights crusader. Kerianne Flynn, STEMid philanthropist. The new Shepherd catapults them past 50 miles, the altitude the U.S. once stamped astronaut territory. They taste 3 minutes of weightlessness, snap selfies, and yes, Katy Perry hums What a Wonderful World, while a white daisy pirouettes beside her. 11 minutes later, the booster lands itself. The capsule drifts under striped parachutes, and Blue Origin declares history made. But history has footnotes. Quick refresher. Up until 2022, the FAA awarded commercial astronaut wings only if a traveler, A, crossed 50 miles, and B, performed a mission-critical task. New Shepard is fully automated. Its guests flip no switches, guard no abort handles, save no one. When the Wings program retired, so did the loophole tourists once used to snag the title. Duffy's post leans on that legacy. Brave and glam acknowledges risk, but bravery isn't a job description. Blue Origin counters with a different metric. Altitude alone. Right. So, is the divide merely bureaucratic? Or does astronaut still signify sweat, training, and split-second decision-making? Marketing's next move. Frame NS-31 as the first all-female space crew in over 60 years. Oprah, Kris Jenner, and Khloe Kardashian wave from VIP bleachers, gleefully posting Go Girls, Go Galaxy. Influencers clip Katy juggling, microgravity M&Ms and gush. This is what feminist progress looks like. Then a new vibe drifts in, like static behind a pop song. A seat on New Shepard costs $150,000 to $500,000. Loose change to billionaires, generational wealth to everyone else. As Blue Origin's live-stream ticker climbs, so do headlines about rent spikes, shuttered school lunch programs, and families choosing between medication and groceries. Meme warriors splice the rocket plume beside a grocery store receipt. Inflation! Just rise above it. The applause wobbles. Enter Emily Ratajkowski's viral TikTok.
That space mission this morning, that's end time shit. Like, this is beyond parody. Saying that you care about Mother Earth and it's about Mother Earth and you're going up in a spaceship that is built and paid for by a company that's single-handedly destroying the planet. Look at the state of the world and think about how many resources went into putting these women into space. For what? For what was the marketing there? And then to try to make it like, I'm disgusted, literally, I'm disgusted.
Blue Origin's PR team scrambles to emphasize the capsule's charity tie-ins, but the timeline is unforgiving. The question morphs from, are they astronauts? To, should we even celebrate this? Critics crunch numbers. One New Shepard hop emits roughly the CO2 of driving a family car for a year. not catastrophic until you multiply by every planned tourist flight. Detractors point at Amazon's logistics empire, the diesel vans, the cardboard river. You scorch Earth for same-day shipping, one tweet reads, then burn liquid hydrogen to sightsee above the ozone? Blue Origin replies that hydrogen-oxygen launches emit mostly water vapor, yet scientists counter, producing that propellant still guzzles fossil electricity. Round 4 of the debate begins. Weeks before NS-31, NASA quietly fires several contractors, many of them women, amid Artemis budget reshuffles. The real female astronauts aren't receiving the very opportunities to pursue a career as astronauts, yet these celebrities pontificate that their recent endeavor seeks to empower women. Sounds very tone-deaf and out of touch. Picture this. Engineers who steer rovers across Mars, streaming the celebrity capsule on office laptops, no wings for them. No trending hashtags either. A veteran flight director posts, 20 years keeping humans alive in orbit, and TikTok crowns tourists while we fight for funding. Her rant trends for an hour, then vanishes under a wave of pop culture commentary. Blue Origin insists tourism is a gateway drug for wider access. Critics hear a different subtext. Plan B if Earth overheats. Conspiracy-colored threads ask, when climate chaos peaks, who can afford the lifeboat? Pollsters jump in. 62% of Americans label billionaire space jaunts egotistical showboating. Yet 54% still dream of trying it themselves, but only if someone else foots the bill. Hypocrisy? Human nature? Maybe both. Back to the astronaut question. Midweek, a retired shuttle commander fields CNN's call. He smiles politely, then drops this. If the autopilot does the flying, and your biggest maneuver is an Instagram filter, you're a passenger, period. Katy Perry fires back playfully on threads. Passengers don't sing at 106 kilometers per hour. We performed in space. The reply racks up 300,000 likes and a flood of snark about microgravity karaoke. In the court of public opinion, titles bend under charisma, clout, and click-through rates. Still, the FAA's dusty guidelines linger like a stubborn pop-up. No mission-critical role, no wings. The capsule's touchdown sparks hugging, tears, and a photo op of Gayle King kissing West Texas dirt. Morning shows replay the clip under banners reading historic and iconic. But scroll a little farther, and you'll find a darker montage. What about funding climate disasters, eviction lines, medical and mental health services, foster services, or marginalized groups? Two worlds, one feed, separated by 106 kilometers and about $500,000. Astronauts or space tourists? Heroes or headline fodder? The answer depends on which definition of progress you trust. If crossing 50 miles breaks a barrier, congratulations, the title fits like a flight suit. If astronaut demands risk, mastery, and responsibility, then NS-31 was a luxury tour. If visibility alone inspires girls to chase STEM, mission accomplished, regardless of who steered. But we all know that's not how this works. Maybe the real frontier isn't the Kármán line, but the line between spectacle and substance. One thing's crystal clear. 11 minutes of weightlessness were enough to make the world feel, just for a news cycle, heavier than ever.